Hello, this is Idodmg and welcome back to the channel. In this last Epoch video, I want to talk to you about the Circle of Fortune. This is one of the factions in the game that you can choose to join. This faction is really great for helping you target farm specific items, gaining access to more item drops, and more. Let's go and talk about it all right now. Once you progress through the campaign far enough, you're going to be in the Divine era and you'll work your way up, and you will gain access to this town right here, Maljeka Upper District. Once you're here, there's the Bazaar, which is for the Merchants Guild, but you can also go to the Observatory here, and this is going to be where you actually join your faction, and this is the one we're talking about today, of course, the Circle of Fortune. You can also access this just through the faction interface here, which is default keybound to Y, I believe, and you can come right here and you can click Visit Observatory. We're already here, otherwise it would pop up your map and you can just go immediately there. Nice little quality of life. So what is the Circle of Fortune and how does it work exactly? Well, it's actually quite simple. Let's go ahead and lay it out for you. Within the Circle of Fortune, you can rank up. I believe there are 12 different ranks here, and each rank gives you a bunch of rewards and bonuses. Anywhere from having a chance to drop twice as many items to whenever a set item drops, the full set drops, and more likely to have affixes be exalted. There's so many awesome perks in here that I absolutely love. Now, the way you rank up is simply by gaining and spending favor. Favor is gained from killing enemies and completing quests. It is consumed in a couple different ways, and that's kind of the highlight of the faction itself here. Let's go ahead and talk about that. So the big draw of the Circle of Fortune are these telescopes. There's 4 in this room right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see each of these telescopes has certain prophecy types tied to them. This one over here is for idols. This one down here is for accessories, so your jewelry, stuff like that. This one over here is weapons, and this one over here is armor. Now, you don't actually have to run around this whole circle thing manually like I just did. In fact, you can just come in here, click on a telescope, and you can just jump between each one directly here in the interface. Again, another great quality of life feature. Now, once you've gained enough favor from slaying enemies, completing quests, whatever, you can come in here and use that favor in a couple different ways. The first way you can use it, of course, is by purchasing these prophecies. Now, prophecy is basically just an objective, and you get a reward from doing that objective. So the whole point in this really is to figure out what you actually want. One of my mostly used prophecies is here actually in this region for runes. You can get Runes of Despair as a prophecy here. Right here you can see I got a Rune of Despair prophecy, and all I have to do is kill 1 exiled mage 3 different times, and then we will get 6 Glyphs of Despairs, which is going to happen. I mean, you're always going to be fighting exiled mages in the end game. Another great way here is maybe one of your item slots is lacking. Maybe you need better body armor. You can come up here and so on. I think this is pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to go on any further than that. There's obviously your unique, set, exalted, and rare types that you can find, and if you don't find the one you're fishing for, you can just re-roll here for 225 favor. Now, the cool part of this is just re-rolling even levels up your faction as well. There's also purchasing a prophecy. Just literally gaining and spending favor levels up the faction, which is pretty cool. Now, over here in these telescopes, you can see down here in the bottom left, it tells you the region's name, but there's also these 3 slots where you can put lenses. Now, lenses are purchased over here at the vendor. Again, you use favor to buy these. There's regional and greater. Regional is going to be tied to each of those 4 different regions. Basically, what you can do is you can come in here, and let's say like we were going for that rune thing again a whole bunch, so you could come into here, and it was actually a glyph or Glyph of Despair, so we could come in here and now we have an increased chance to find glyphs. Now, I believe these stack up, so you could get up to a 60% increased chance to find this prophecy type. And another really cool thing you can do here with lenses is you can go over here to the greater, and you can tell the game to not spawn certain type of events. For example, I don't really like to run dungeons that much, so I can come in here and just eliminate dungeon events entirely, which is really nice. I usually run that. But these things, you can buy them, you can store them in your inventory, you can store them in your stash, whatever. There's a bunch of different lenses here that you can check out. Another thing you can do with favor here within the Circle of Fortune is this vendor. There's actually a gambler here as well that you can use. Let's see, let's go ahead and do a couple shields, see if we get anything good. Not terrible, but You know, I haven't spent a lot of time gambling with this, so perhaps there's some unique or special items that you can only find there. I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research into that. But that's pretty much the Circle of Fortune faction and everything you can do here. And that's going to wrap it up for this last Epoch Circle of Fortune faction guide video. Hopefully you found this video useful and or entertaining. If so, don't forget that like button and subscribe to the channel if you think I've earned it. Please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today and unlock some pretty fun perks, such as behind the scenes, bloopers that I find while editing videos, and early access to videos when I release a whole big batch. But don't forget, your review alone means the absolute world. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.